Hello everybody, and welcome to Spartan TV. I'm Jack Benjamin.
And I'm Jared Martinez.
As we come to the end of the school year, our top stories are in the Haitian Heritage Month celebration, the Maker Fair, Gateway, and the classroom takeovers.
Last week, the whole school celebrated Haitian heritage, and on Wednesday, we went to the amphitheater for storytelling and dance. We had a great time and learned a lot.
Let's go to Grayson Lusbader's report on that event.
The students of the Color Alliance, in collaboration with the GIEB, planned several events to celebrate the Haitian heritage. During community time on May 18th, we enjoyed Haitian storyteller Liliane Norette Lewis and the Nancy St. Ledger Dance Ensemble during community time. We enjoyed learning, listening, and even dancing to the music. This is Grayson Lusbader reporting for Spartan TV.
Thanks, Grayson, for that coverage.
Now let's go to Jack with a report on the Maker Fair.
Over 140 participated in the May 14th Maker Fair. It was a day for the entire family to innovate using maker skills and technology. Ms. Haswell and Ms. Fulton led a team of teachers and students who provided time, dedication, and expertise in each workshop. The event was an overall success, and we look forward to next year's Maker Fair. This is Jack Benjamin reporting for Spartan TV.
Thanks, Jack. We sure can't wait until the next year's Maker's Fair.
Our next story is on Gateway, a program that takes students to different places in the world during spring break. Let's go to Ashton Michaels, who brings us this awesome story.
Gateway's Junior is not just a trip. It's an experience. Organized primarily by Mr. Turf, we have recently been able to go to Montreal and Quebec City. We went dog sledding, to a Montreal Canadiens game, to a sugar shack, laser tag, and even falls that are taller than Niagara Falls. Now to tell you more, Mr. Turf himself.
I think the importance is getting our students off campus and to be able to provide that opportunity for them to experience another culture, another country up close and personal.
Now, to talk a bit more about diversity and cultures, is Madame Chambers.
Here at Miami Country Day School, with the Global Initiative at the Equity and Belonging Office, we really strive in passing these skills to create the global citizens of tomorrow, but also opportunities for windows, for explorations, to see what life is about in other cultures or in other households or other friends' life that we have in our classrooms. So it just broadens our vision of the world. So imagine a place where everybody would be exactly the same. They are discovering a world that is colorful, different, that will awaken all your senses. We really don't want to be in a place where everything is blend and all the same.
This was Ashton Michaels reporting for Spartan TV.
That looked like a fun experience.
Did you know upper school students are now teaching lower school students? It is pretty cool. Now to Jared with the video.
Teachers aren't the only ones inspiring students at MCD. Caitlin Chervant, Chaya Hausen, and Danielle Respler went to lower school classrooms to teach students about the challenges Indigenous people face all over the world. We asked them what inspired them to start this project.
Last year, I took an American Literature honors class with Mrs. Martinez, and the first unit that she taught us was called the Indigenous Unit, and that's where I learned about so many problems that Indigenous communities face.
We read An American Sunrise by Joy Harjo, There by Tommy Orange. And there is when I learned there was much more to Indigenous narratives.
So we often see the stories told through Eurocentric views, like the story of Squanto or Thanksgiving.
And it was all about Indigenous peoples' history, not contemporary Indigenous peoples.
So we created a chapter of Dig Deep and started fundraising at our school.
Dig Deep is a national organization that provides clean running water to Indigenous communities throughout North America. So the work that we do with Dig Deep is essential because these communities not only need the funds to provide them with water and other resources like building systems that help their communities stay afloat, but also because they need the advocacy and they need people to hear about their stories and their struggles.
We asked Caitlin, Chaya, and Danielle about their experiences in the classroom.
So I think the inspiration for our classroom takeovers in both the middle school, upper school, and lower school was that we didn't see enough Indigenous education and representation in the classroom. Our first takeover in the lower school was when we talked about Dig Deep, and we connected the water scarcity and reservations in America to the Long Walk to Water, which is a book that the 5th grade was. We talked to them about why water is important to them, why they want to be a leader, what they want to be an advocate for. I think that the best part about teaching lower schoolers is that they really have less biases. We got a pretty positive reaction. I think the students really saw the connections that we were making.
They hadn't realized that this issue of water scarcity is also present in America.
And we got some great discussions. People spoke about their sports, about their communities, about projects that they're passionate about.
It's so important for us to actually go out and tell other people about what we learned, about the Navajo Water Lady, about water scarcity and reservations, about IA, residential schools, Indigenous narratives, Indigenous troubles, their successes, their triumphs. But it's so important for us to actually know it as well, so we can be in the journey with everybody here, every faculty, every staff member, every student, into learning and gaining advocacy as well.
This is Jared Martinez reporting for Spartan TV.
Thanks, Jared. That was an amazing story. It was so cool to see upper school students teaching lower school.
I'm glad it's the end of the year, and homework is one thing we don't have to worry about.
During the year, kids are stressed with homework every day. Let's go to Mouse Main's report on the effectiveness of homework.
Do you believe homework is effective? Today we asked teachers and students to see what they thought.
Data shows that 21% of students somewhat disagree that homework helps them learn more in school. Another 10% strongly disagree that it helps them learn more in school. Only 29% strongly agree that homework helps them learn more in school. Teachers, on the other hand, 55% of them strongly agree that homework helps students learn more in school.
Now, onto the interviews. So what do you think about homework, and what do you think the disadvantages and advantages are of it?
So I think if homework has purpose and it's to reinforce what you're learning and to give you practice, such as IXL problems with the math that you're learning, so you can practice them and feel more confident about what is being taught to you, I think that has value. I think, however, when homework becomes excessive and it feels more like busy work than with intent and purpose, I am not as in favor. I do think that teenagers need free time to spend with family.
Do you think homework is effective, and what do you think the advantages, and do you believe there are advantages or disadvantages?
I believe it is important to do work at home and at school, but sometimes teachers give too much homework and it ends up being stressful on the students.
I think homework is effective because it gives you more material to study, and that would be an advantage. You get to study at home, but also it has a disadvantage of taking up a lot of time, especially for athletes.
I think homework is effective because it could help you in class and you could be on top of your game in class on just the stuff that you're learning. And I think a disadvantage is that it takes away from your normal time in your daily life.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Mash, for that report.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in to Spartan TV. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back next year. I'm Jared Martinez.
And I'm Jack Benjamin.
Signing off.